Welcome back to the Two Dudes, Three Legs podcast with your hosts, Zach Dingy.
Tony Capoletti.
Today, we sit down with JJ Mullaly for a part 2.
Let's go.
We already did a podcast with him about 2 years ago, and now we got back with him to hear from his journey of where he came from. We talk about, does his dick get hard?
We did talk about that.
We talk about his journey from nightmare to recovery.
We talk about him being on TV.
Oh, yeah, he was on TV. And then what it feels like to do drugs when you're paralyzed.
It's a wild story.
Great guy.
Oh, you fucking gonna be famous.
Guys are looking sharp.
Zach Dingy.
Tony
Two
Capoletti.
Dudes, Three Legs podcast, where we share business tips, interview experts,
And travel the world.
This week on Two Dudes, Three Legs.
I'm getting fitted for a new one. I'm getting fitted for some new crazy shit.
Oh, really? Like a new type of...
Levitate Unleashed. They're making a whole socket and blade leg and blade like daily foot that I can run on.
What is that place like altogether, Levitate? How'd you get linked up with them?
I don't even remember how it started. I think it started when
IG.
Yeah, I guess Instagram.
Yeah,
But the founder, me and the founder of that company are boys. I haven't spoke to my boy in a minute. Shout out Lasse.
Yeah?
I miss my boy, Lasse.
Tell them what's going on right now with the unleashed leg and your fitting.
Yeah, so we're in the middle of fitting right now. I'm going back next week for
JJ
a
part
final
2, baby.
fitting.
Yeah?
Tune in.
That's good.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm going back next week for a final fitting at my prosthetic office to get the Levitate Unleashed leg. They're going to take a casting and then send a 3D image of it to Denmark. And then they're going to fucking 3D print me a leg
What?
and hopefully send me a foot. Shout out Levitate one more time. Send me a foot. I love you.
The
I miss
special
you.
thing is that you can run on it and walk on it.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
Wow. That's really cool, man. And what did you say, Denmark?
Denmark. That's where they're based out of. Yeah.
I would love to go to Denmark, man. I don't even know where it is, but it sounds great. You
It's
know?
like silly Europe spot.
It's since I've been paralyzed, it's really hard to find a lot of people that do stuff like that, man, that are ready to just work all day to give.
Yeah.
Which is a blast, which is, that's a real person.
There's a lot of money in this shit.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, for right now, I was supposed to get a surgery on my hand not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, and the insurance didn't cover it. It was through Burke. You know about Burke?
Yeah.
Rehab? Yeah.
I went to Burke Rehabilitation Center.
Oh, okay. And then they were doing a study and with a doctor in Harvard, and I went all the way down to Boston to Harvard to meet with them. Man, they were gonna take a tendon out of my bicep, put it in my wrist so I could my right wrist. I'm righty, and this thing obviously doesn't go up right now, but they were gonna put a tendon in it so I could actually lift my wrist, coming from my tricep too, give me a little tricep muscle, and they wanted insurance money for it. It didn't end up working out. It was like $30,000. The doctor called me from his phone the night before just to make sure that I knew that, and I was like, there's no shot. I got 30 racks by tomorrow, so I'll have to figure it out. But man, hopefully that goes through.
That'd be dope.
I
They're
know.
gonna take a tendon and just connect it to a different part. Because what do you have? Like you're able to control certain muscles and other ones you just cannot.
So with my injury, I have biceps, some shoulder, but I lost like really all my triceps. I can't push my body up. Chest is real weak, man. Just a couple of muscles up here, and yeah, that's it. So the upper body, it seems like I have it all going on, but you can see how the triceps kind of faded, man. Which is it's hard to look at that, but I've been on and off with the gym.
Yeah.
Because it's been how it's just ups and downs with this stuff, and I'm on my game right now. Hopefully, I could try to get back as much as possible on a daily basis. Put in work, and hopefully just see where that goes. But yeah, man, that's what they're doing.
Yo, but if they put the tendon on your wrist, how does it just lose strength over time?
That's you gotta wear a cast for a minute, not a cast, like some type of brace, and let it chill for 8 months.
Got it.
And then eventually, work. You have to work out with it slowly.
Got it.
Yeah.
JJ, how would you say? Could you characterize how you feel like you've, what kind of gains you've made physically since you were here last? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, and of course. Last time I was here, what was it? 2 years ago?
I think it
least.
About a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We've only been doing the podcast for 2 years, and you were one of the first guests.
Yeah, that's facts.
So,
I think it was the second one, right?
you were one of the first for sure.
Yeah. I've gotten a lot of moving back, like up top, I guess, a little bit. And my left hand has gotten the wrist back just enough to where I could pick things up. The fingers are out there. They're not very strong, but, it gives me enough to grip things and basic things, Yeah, not too much, but enough. I also, like I said, you have to consistently work out with this because, like, even a week of like not doing anything, like you lose progress. It's insane,
And is it losing progress in strength, or is it losing progress in the ability to manipulate those certain parts of your body? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's both because, like, you got to be on a daily basis, mind to muscle, and then if you don't work out for a week, 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks, dude, you lose a lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and if you're stagnant, like with my injury, if I'm not in the chair, I can't move and I'm stuck. Like people need to like move me around. And
Do you not have to do daily physical therapy though?
I've been in and out of it at the place Helen Hayes, where I was in the hospital for like 3 months there. But it's far away. It's like an hour, 15 minutes away. Long ride therapy. It's not. They don't do too long of therapy. It's only like 45 minutes. So I just work out at home, or if I go to the gym with somebody. But I do want to get back over there because they do have all the equipment that I need.
Got it. So you're not really doing it daily, and then you're going to the gym. You're going to an actual gym, or are you doing stuff at your house when you're working out?
More at my house because I got a lot. I have a physical therapy mat there. I got tons of like band, everything to work out with over there, and my cousin is with me a lot. So he played D1 football. He's great to work out with. And hey, I want to get in the gym though. I want to go to Crunch, where you guys are at.
Eagles, yeah.
Yeah, I should come work out with you guys, man. When you go.
Never. I actually, so my fiance was working there, and then we had the baby, so she took off for work, and now I don't know if she's even gonna go back full time. So the only time I go is when she's there, so I can train with her. Otherwise, I go to Mike's. Mike Ortega's is lit.
Oh, the one right by Mary's?
Yeah.
They got a pool, right?
Yeah, I use the ice bath all day over there.
They got an ice bath
Yeah.
going out? Okay,
I love that shit.
I remember going there when I was young. It was All Sport. Remember it was All Sport?
Yeah.
It was sick. They had the racquetball courts, everything you could ever imagine.
They still got one.
They got everything
do?
there.
Yo, they have a new turf field in there that I just found the other day. Shout out
dope.
to Mike. Mike's the man.
Yeah,
cool.
Ortega's
Yo,
the
have you
thing.
gotten any tattoos since your accident?
Yeah, I got one on my leg right here for free from what's the place across from Maris too? Is it Planet New York?
Planet New York.
Planet New York.
Planet New York.
What is it?
It's a Grim Reaper. I just kind of picked it out and I let this guy go on it. I was gonna just let him mess around
Could
my
you
leg.
feel it when they were tattooing your leg?
Yeah, it didn't hurt as much, obviously, but I could feel it going. But I feel that pain like that, the needle burning, like that type of pain on a daily basis from like my chest down. It just runs up and down, up and down.
You didn't tell us that last time. You're in pain like that?
I did. Nerve pain is absolutely out of control. So like from my chest, like my chest line right here to my toes alternates like temperatures, different types of pain waves. My nerves don't know how to, like, when they hit my injury level, which is up high, they can't get to my brain properly because of where the accident happened, and they just react differently, dude.
Are you on medications for that type of stuff?
Yeah, they give you like Lyrica, like gabapentin.
Gabapentin.
Yeah.
Gabapentin. I was on that too for nerve pain.
Yeah, it doesn't do too much, man. No, not for the nerve pain I'm getting. It's just something I got to learn to live with. It's hard sometimes because some days you feel like, even my hand won't work as good, or this hand won't work as good. And you just got to keep rolling with it, and it's just
what percentage of days are bad days compared to good days?
I would have to say they go back and forth. To keep it real with you, I'm not gonna sit here and say every day is like perfect for me because I don't. That's not what's going on. There's a lot of bad days that are brutal. You get stuck in the bed, you get stuck inside. In the summer, and you get in that zone and you don't want to do stuff. But when I am having good days, I try to keep it striving for as long as I can.
Yep.
You know, I've been doing good for a while now, so I feel like I'm back on my game, you know?
You seem up.
Yeah. I lost it for a little bit. I'm definitely up right now, which is cool, man.
Good.
Yeah. It's a good feeling right now.
All right. Well, while we were on the subject of things that you're taking, last time you were here, you dropped a fucking bombshell on us.
What'd I say?
And you told us about how you relapsed.
Oh, yeah.
Last time you were here, you had mentioned that to us. And I don't know how your sobriety is going now. I won't ask now, but I do want to ask you what it was like getting high in this situation, because we never asked you about that last time.
Okay. That's how low I was at. You know, I never thought that, you know, well, you know, that was obviously what put me in the chair, but I never thought I'd ever even look at it again. And that's how I felt for the first year and a half. But I got so depressed, man, so lonely in my thoughts, and just sitting there and just staring at whatever side I'm laying on, and just like looking at the wall. You know, it turns into a lot in my head.
Of course, bro.
I already had issues with addiction and you know, mental health from what I went through growing up, and then this just is like, now I'm stuck with it. I've never been at the lows that I went to in this chair, you know, and I was on a real high at first because, you know, I had to fight for my life back, and it was a lot,
Right.
and I felt good. Like, obviously I didn't feel good, but
Right.
I felt
But having
good.
that support around you and actually fighting back feels good.
Yeah, 100%. Being able to start breathing out on my own was a beautiful feeling.
Right.
Everybody coming to the hospital when I was there was a beautiful feeling. The support afterwards. The first year was like surreal, you know? So I was like, I figured, like everybody, I feel like gets that thought like, all right, I'm just going to wake up one day and I'm going to be on paralyzed. You know, I'm putting in enough work and, you know, I might wake up tomorrow and my leg might move or something like that. And it just kept on not happening for me. And I just kept going lower. And you know what? I turned to the one thing I only know to do.
Yeah.
And that's use, man. I mean, I didn't do it the same way I used to, but I still did it.
Right.
And, you know, what it took was a lot of manipulation from me. And that's a skill I got from using it just in life, what I did. And, you know, other people had to do it for me. So I just, it was insane, man. And it varied back and forth for a little while. And I just got really into a bad zone.
It's incredible how addiction can completely control someone's life like that. And then, you know, it just speaks to the power of it and how it can truly consume you, and how it's such a good and bad answer for a bad situation. You know what I mean by that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just insane.
It is, man. It's a different type of, like, just different type of like drive, man. It's because you'll work so hard for your addiction, like to use and get high to try to numb it for like that short period of time, which is not long at all. Because the second I do something, man, the way I was using, I'm already thinking about how I got the next one. Boom.
Right.
You know, and I'm just rolling on that thought day after day after day. And like, you know, and I'm that type of person while I'm using, I like to like make sure I have it. And it's sickening. It really is. If I put that much of work into something else, I don't know where I'll be right now. It's definitely a lot better. Yeah. But, you know, at least I'm not there anymore because, man, I didn't care about my life. Let's just be real with it. I really didn't even care about my life, man.
Yeah.
You said before that for like a year you never came to terms. You always thought that eventually you would just be fixed and wake up one day, and you never had that realization. Has that changed since? Like, have you really come to terms with where you are now and that helped you get better, you know? I kind of phrased that like shit. Have you come to terms with the fact that you are paralyzed and hey, you're not just going to wake up one day and get better? And has you coming to terms with that helped you actually be able to get better?
You know, that's what I'm working on right now because I haven't been able to yet. Like I'm like getting there, but I feel like it's been taking me a while, 4 years, but it takes everybody their own time. And like everybody has their own type of accident and stuff like that. And I was already at such a low before my accident. Like I didn't think there was anything lower than that. I figured I was going to end up in prison, which would, like right now, I'd love to be in prison instead of in here, in this chair. You know, like that's crazy to say.
That's a powerful statement.
Like I would rather be locked up for 5 years, you know, or, 10 years, whatever, because I know when I get out, I'm gonna be able to move and do something on my own. This right here, man, I never thought I could get any lower than the way I was on the streets where I was. I was, put myself in rough situations, rough areas, down South Florida,
Right.
Philly, Jersey, all ugly. I've seen some ugly stuff, that's fact. And that is the one pro of this accident, that I'm still here, and I got a great family, man. I got a great family, and I'm blessed for that, because when I was getting out of Helen Hayes, I had a wound for a year, stage 4 ulcer, right on my coccyx bone on my butt. It was huge. I had to wear like a wound vac for a year.
I
what that
remember
is?
you telling us about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Told us that last time.
my family has been so supportive, and I have amazing people around me, like Felicia over there. She's my hands and legs during the day.
Shouts out to Felicia.
100%. And they just won't let me fail. Like they just like they know how to put it to me, and roughly, in like different terms, to where like usually someone would get offended, but like it's just real talk. Like I gotta hear that type of stuff.
Absolutely. And you do have great family. And speaking of that, I saw a beautiful video the other day on Instagram of you dancing at your sister's wedding, which was incredible. Can you take us there a little bit? Tell us about that, what you were feeling coming up into that moment. Like, you must have been nervous beforehand. Tell us about that. Take me there.
All right. Yeah, I was going to bring that up, man. That was an absolute blessing and one of the most beautiful moments I've ever had in my life, or seen around. And like, for a while, I was like slacking on like how I was going to dance with her. I didn't know how I was going to get up there and dance with her. Originally, I thought I was going to like latch myself to 2 of my cousins and have them kind of pick me up out of the chair. But we figured that might be too much in the middle of the dance room. And, I do have that standing chair, and, it is easier to do it that way. But it was just so powerful getting in the chair and getting pushed up and having her come put me in the middle of that dance floor. And with the song she chose, Lean on Me. And I stood up, man, and she kissed me, and I just talked in her ear for a minute, and just, I don't even know what I said. It was just a lot of stuff, telling her how proud I was of her. And she's just, I look up to my younger sister. She just does what she has to do, and she's just such a free spirit, amazing person. And I respect anyone that can get to that point where they're just like, it's, what do you call it, like Zen almost?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just happy. And she's got she has a great group of friends that she's had since she was younger. That's hard to see these days too. And they all show me so much support also. So when everybody joined us in the middle of that dance floor, that was a surreal feeling. I mean, I was.
Did you cry, or did you keep it gangster?
Oh, a little bit of both.
Gangsters cry too, dog.
Gangsters do.
It
cry.
is what it is.
In the video, you can see my Aunt Eileen just touching my face and say, all right, it's enough. I got my mom's friend to the left of me also bawling. I'm like, this is all right. Good looks,
That's
Kathy.
That's good. Man.
Yeah, it was really awesome, man. I saw a lot of tears, but also a lot of joy from it. And I'm happy.
Of course.
I was there to do that for her and with her.
Yeah.
Because she deserves that, man. She's a great girl.
Absolutely. Your sister is a great girl. I went to high school with her. And it's cool to see that her and her whole friend group has stayed together.
I know. It's hard. It's so hard to see that, man, nowadays. And they travel together. They stay in touch, and even if they're in different states, they still hang out when they're home, or they plan trips to go out with each other. Man, I would kill for that.
Yeah.
It's just it's cool, man. I'm really happy where she's at. It's nice to see, and I love her husband, man. I couldn't ask for a more perfect person than him, man. He not a lot of people will call the brother asking for their blessing to marry their sister, and he did.
Oh, snap.
And I gave him respect right off the bat. I was like, you know what, Mike, that was awesome. That was real as hell. Thank you for doing that, man. Mm-hmm. And he loves her with all his heart, man. I could tell.
Yeah.
You could tell. And
It's a beautiful thing.
Hell yeah, of course, man. Because you know how it is these days.
Yeah.
It's
It's tough.
It's different, you know.
Yeah, I
You don't
know
just
it.
you don't get married and stay with they don't just stay with the women, same woman nowadays. People
Yeah.
are out there lurking.
Go to somebody else.
That's facts, bro.
Speaking of dating, how's it been in the wheelchair? Do you feel like there's more women after you?
Yeah, man, I'm flooded. Nah, jeez.
There's
Yeah.
more people trying to
He's
get
got to get a V-nose plow on the front of that bitch.
Dude, I really
Since
got
you're popping now?
Yeah, I got to
on
deflect
Instagram?
them. My gram's crazy. I got like 2,000 followers, you know, about 200 DMs a day. No, no, I'm playing. Nah, man, I haven't even been able to get to, you know. It's just like I want to be there so bad, and like I just like I have like, you know, like someone I'm close to like that, and just like I would love for that situation to go. But man, it's a lot
Yeah.
taking me on as that, and it's really hard for me to think about that at night, man. I really think that one really weighs on me too, Zach. It's like, how am I, like, as a man, how am I gonna have a woman my wife take care of me, having to take me out of the bed, how I'm gonna do everything for me. I can't do things that a regular man would be able to do for their female. And I'm not talking like, you know, sexually. I'm talking about like even like just like holding them or grabbing them, being able to open that from this door from they can't carry this. I gotta watch that, you know, and it's brutal. And I wanna come to terms with like accepting my injury, but I don't think I ever will accept the injury, man. I don't think that's something you do. I think you just work around it. And, you know, hopefully I get to a point where I'm steady enough in my own routine and structure, which I don't have yet. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying. I'm really working on the structure.
Yeah.
That's why I reached out to Bryce, man. I want to get something going to, you know, make me look forward to it every day and make me like get back on my grind, because that's what I do.
Would you say you have a purpose right now
Yeah.
in life?
You know, I've been thinking at night a lot lately too about that, and I believe my purpose is being the example, which kind of is so hard. Man, it's another thing. I'm not looking for pity at all, because I did this to myself. But you know,
That takes a big man to say right there.
Yeah.
Just so you know, a lot of people can't come to terms with that, and what you just said is strong.
I appreciate that a lot. You know, that's you know, I can't ask for pity with that. But geez, man, I don't know. Yeah, I got to get something going because I am so stuck.
Do you feel like you have to be strong for other people to show by example?
Yeah, my cousins, my family, you know, I have to show up. You know, I don't want to, like, I hate looking bad in front of family members or like the few amount of friends I have left. That's another thing, man. Your circle gets way smaller when something real happens, and we all know that, man.
Well, just so you know, it does anyway. It always does anyway. That's just the natural projection, I feel. Is like a progression is your circle just gets smaller regardless of situations.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I think it's a good thing. As long as you keep the good people around and weed out the fucking assholes.
Yeah, 100%, because they're the ones that are going to bring you down, man.
Facts.
You are who you hang out with, and that's real, you know?
100%.
And
Speaking of small circles, JJ, if you could say let's move on, but does your dick get hard?
absolutely, man. I still got that intact. Hey, yo.
Speaking of small circles,
Yeah.
bro, why are we talking about JJ's dick like that?
Oh, that's what it goes into.
Yeah, I'm hung like a
Oh, it
light
goes-
switch, man. Yeah,
No, he
Yeah,
said
shit.
that's what it goes into, small circles.
Oh yeah. I know, I'm just playing, but yeah, you know what, Brace? I'm blessed for that factor. Yo, God left me with that, and I got like that's the place where I feel the most, which is fire, but not
You're-
fire sometimes.
Yo, wait, so you can feel yourself get hard still, yes?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
when you get
yeah.
hard, you
Yo, we just
feel
took
it?
a hard left.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're
Hard.
hard left. Yeah.
People want to know. People
Listen,
wanna
they
know.
want to know that stuff, and
Yeah.
that's okay, man. We got to get there.
No, I
you
like
know?
that. I think that's great.
Yeah, and I'm working still. It's just it's a different feeling. The nerves are a little bit different, but you know, Yeah, and I retrojet though. You know what that is?
Nah, what is it?
Yo, send me one. Yo,
Tell me about the retro
Bryce,
jet.
while you're over there, order me one retrojet. I don't care what it is. Just get
I'll
me
take
one.
a second, please.
You don't want no retrojet, and I'm telling you right now, it's when your sperm goes the other way, man. So you're like waiting for it to come out the top, goes right back into the bladder, and I gotta piss it out through the catheter, dog.
What?
It's
Fuck?
crazy. Yeah.
Wait. Why?
I don't know. Gotta
Oh, it
ask
just
God.
happens to you.
Yeah, that's how the body works.
Yo, can I
You
train
feel-
myself to do that so I don't have to pull out?
Nah, that's a good part of it, I guess. Yeah, that's the only positive outlook on it, I guess I can look at. But
So the muscles aren't strong enough to project it, but it does everything that it needs to do except get out.
exactly, man.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, so that isn't it like the pelvic floor muscle that pushes it out?
Yeah, that's funny you know that. Yeah, it's the
'cause
pelvic floor.
I like when they touch it. With,
With the-
from the exit only.
yeah.
2 fingers, please.
I know. I've had a lot of exit actions since I got injured, and I don't like saying that, but that's how it is every day. I got to eat
Yo.
that one too on the chin. Get humble, close my eyes for a minute, and just not think. Just put on some music. I don't know. But,
Dead. So then have
the
you
dick still
smashed
works,
in the
just for
chair
everyone
though?
now.
In the like in this?
I mean, this will be a money spot to go because I can lift these bad boys up, right? And then I'm rocking, and I can move a little bit more here.
You just forward, reverse, forward.
Oh wow, that's a good idea. put it in drive, put
I don't know,
on
it took me
in
2
bunny
seconds.
rabbit mode, and just come in hot. Yeah, but I got a standing chair too, so I can feel like a man for a second. Like, I'm standing up. What's good? I was just talking about that this morning. But yeah, man, I haven't. I'll be honest with you, I haven't had sex in 4 years, and I can't believe that, man.
Because you were a playboy back in the day.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I tried a humble playboy. I wasn't like going around cocky and acting like that, but I was confident, man. I was smooth, and just
God, you were on TV. I saw a clip of you on TV, right?
yeah, ABC, man.
Yeah, why were you on TV?
Wait,
what was
what?
that?
You guys don't know what this?
No,
I saw.
I didn't know.
I
You probably
forgot what it
got
was.
mad pussy after that.
I didn't
bro.
see this. Talk to me.
All right, so me and my boy Jay Hal he's from Boston. We walked into a diner up in Jersey where we were living. I was in some halfway house up there, of course. So I'm going out with him, and I go in the diner, and they put us in a certain section to the right, and they're like, the waitress is taking forever. She came and brought me a drink. Like, yo, what is going on in here, right? Like, we're not getting any service. But to the right of us, a table with 2 grandmothers and their 2 granddaughters are sitting there arguing, right? Like, real loud. I'm like, wow.
Still, we're in public.
Yeah, they're arguing over Instagram and Facebook that their grandma had Instagram and Facebook. That is embarrassing. And I was like, and they asked me, do you think that's weird? I said, nah. I said, if your grandma wants to flex on the gram, let her do it. Like, I'll follow you right now. I said, I'll take a picture with you right now. Is exactly what I said. And when she told me her name on Instagram, it was Insta Granny.
Oh my God, that's fucking smart.
Insta Granny. That one threw me for a turn. It took me a second. You know me. I was like, wow. And my face dropped, and I just got real into it. They came over. We took a picture with them. We're chilling. Then all of a sudden, the ABC production crew comes out of nowhere. I thought it was the feds. I thought it was the police coming. Like, oh shit, and just mad cameras and this type of stuff coming through to the diner, and it was on ABC. What
So it was all staged.
Stage,
Them doing
yeah, it
Got
wasn't real. And you guys got to check it out. ABC, what would you do? I got the clip. I'll send it through to you guys, man. It has 2.7 million views. I never got paid $1.
Fuck.
Whoa,
Yeah.
lawsuit time.
Yeah. What? Yeah, I'll be fired, my dude. Thank you.
You need a check, bro.
They made me sign some shit beforehand.
You always got to read the fine print. That's why we got Bryce.
Yeah, I
He
still
can read. I can't read.
Me either. I forget what I read after I'm done with the page.
Yo, that's facts.
100%, man. And I actually got a number from the lady on the ABC crew. She's like, man, you were really funny and you got into it. I honestly thought I was going to make it after that. I was like texting her. I was like,
Yeah, I'm Hollywood.
Hollywood from halfway to Hollywood. Just trying. Yeah, life's crazy.
That is crazy.
Life's crazy, man. What's new with you guys, man? I know you just had the newborn, which is amazing.
Yeah, my little
man.
baby girl Gianna. She's my
Gianna.
little chicken nugget. My little chubby monkey. She's great. She's incredible.
That's awesome, man.
She's progressing quickly. She screams all the time. She just yells.
Yeah.
Just nonsense.
How old is she?
3.5 months.
Wow, yeah, that's
She's
beautiful.
a barely functioning potato still.
Yeah, no, bro. She's advancing quickly. I bought her one of them Jolly Jumper joints.
What's that?
Fucking like it hangs from the ceiling with a spring.
Yeah.
And she just jumps around in it. She's a little monkey.
Oh, they love that
Oh,
shit.
she's crazy with it.
I'm
I
about
put
to
her in
grab one.
Yo,
I would
For
love
real.
one of those. I would actually.
it's called a fucking trampoline, dumbass.
Nah, Jolly Jumper is better. You're sitting.
Yeah, they got
You ever seen the one at the mall that they have? That's like a big trampoline with a fucking.
Yeah, those are fire.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
I'm just gonna get a seat in my office that hangs from the ceiling from a spring.
a little swing.
Yeah,
yeah.
fucking Matrix run up the wall and shit.
Poop, hit him with some of the games. Hit him with some of the fun shit.
First, before we get into that, I want to ask you what are your hobbies you do now? You just be bullshitting all day, cracking jokes. I know you're good at that.
Yeah. When I'm in a good place, man, I'm cracking jokes and
Okay.
and I'm I feel like myself more, and like coming out doing stuff, man, makes me turn into myself again.
Yeah.
But like I said, I didn't even get. I think I stopped when I was touching on the side where I can't. I just get in such a rut sometimes, and that's when I turn into someone that's not even me. I can't even think right,
Yeah,
It's like
absolutely.
you lose your total confidence. You're so shy for no reason over anything, and that's not my personality at all.
No, that's never been you.
No, I go from like I don't want like an alpha male to like just someone who just like lets people like walk all over him, and not like people are walking all over me. But if they wanted to, they could. At that point, I'm vulnerable.
I hear
How-
what you're saying, bro.
How often do you talk or hang out with other people that are in wheelchairs?
Not a lot. I got one friend who's in a wheelchair. He's out there off Bryant Pond Road. The family's pretty good, man.
Wait, that's down in Mayapack.
Yeah.
I got family off Bryant Pond.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to live down there.
For real? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's what is that, Westchester County?
Putnam, technically.
Putnam, yeah. But yeah, that family's cool. I bought my standing frame from them originally, and they contacted us like 2 years later. I go over there. He has a cool machine that you get up on, you stand on, and it actually moves your feet to make you feel like you're walking, which is
Interesting.
sick. Yeah.
sounds
See, because I feel
expensive
like
as
that's
shit.
a big deal, though, hanging out with other people that are in wheelchairs. Like,
Yeah.
I think that would help a lot, no? To talk about other
Maybe.
people.
I feel like I get that a lot all the time. Like if there's another amputee, people feel like they have the need to put me in touch with them. Like we
Well,
need
nah,
to
I don't know about
connect.
that.
And I feel like that's probably the same thing for you, where people will be like, "Oh, I have a friend in a wheelchair. Do you know him?" And it's like, no.
Yeah, but
bro.
that's such a different world. That's such a different world. His life is changed completely. Your life was altered slightly.
well, some people
like
would
no one-
take this and it would change their life completely.
correct. That's fair.
If
That's
you
fair.
let it. But I feel like JJ just needs to be around like-minded people, not physically alike. Like people who think like you, not who have the same physical situation.
Yeah, I've like, my mom's big on sending me like reels and all that stuff on other people that are paralyzed and all this, and I'm sure it would be cool. It would definitely benefit me to be in contact with them and just talk to them about their issues and like what I deal with, the same thing as them, because I know a lot of people are going through the same thing. Obviously, I've never reached out for anything. Never. I was even like when I was trying to get sober. That's why I never worked out, man. I'm not good at following through with anything, right? I can never follow through with like reaching out to somebody I don't know or like that. It just always felt like it was weird. Even with like therapy, to go talk to someone. I just got in therapy. 4
Well, I'm
years
glad
later,
you
man.
did.
Yeah, I just started. I'm
Better late than never, right?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I just I'm so stubborn, I guess you would say, but yeah,
Well, it is tough to change that about yourself and reach out to other people, and it does feel weird. Trust me, I know. But now I do it all the time, and it changes your life for the better, bro.
Yeah.
Meeting new people and learning from other people's experiences will teach you a lot and very quickly. So you should definitely do it more.
No, for sure. Yeah, I know I need to, I just forget to do it. I think about so much during the day, and I end up doing nothing sometimes.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
Paralysis by analysis.
Yeah, really.
We all get stuck in that shit. You think about all the shit you want to do, and you end up sitting there thinking about it instead of doing it.
And the clock's just going.
Right, yeah.
Oh, it's 4:15.
Time don't stop for nobody.
Everything closes at 5. That's sick, you know?
Now you've been doing. That's funny. You've been doing speaking engagements, right?
Yes, that I love.
How do you feel about that? Why don't you try to get into that further? Is that like part of the blockage you're having because you're not reaching out enough? Why don't?
No, I am actually blessed to be linked up with a couple of my friends I met down in Florida. They actually own rehabs, like in Jersey and in Florida and stuff like that. So I do get speaking engagements lined up. Actually, this shirt right here, Warrior, this is from the James's Warrior Foundation.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah, I donate. I go to all the car shows and everything that they always have. They have the annual car show.
Yeah.
And I donated. I was at Plug PV was a sponsor last year, $500.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, man. This is my Aunt Jamie and my cousin Joey. This was his best friend, man. And he's on the back of the shirt, James Thomas, man. His mom's Donna Thomas, and she does that foundation great, man. She's all over the place speaking and stuff like that. And the one thing she told me to do when I go out speaking is just be raw.
Absolutely.
You know, like stop it.
Yo, you gave it to us so raw on our first interview. That shit was powerful.
Yeah, no, that was a great time, man. I appreciate you guys bringing me on right away.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, because sometimes I forget like what to say or what to drop, you know, like because you start thinking about so much. But I just got to ease up and just let everyone know like what's real, like what can happen in life, man, from just one bad decision. I mean, I was literally at my house for 3 days and I couldn't stay sober, right? And I had to, relapse that one time and just change my life for the worst, obviously. And now the speaking engagements are pretty cool. Got one coming up on August 31st, actually. I'm going to Jersey, man. That should set it off because that's where my buddy, he owns a rehab, and I'm going to speak with the foundation that does 96 schools in Jersey and 50-something middle schools, 96 high schools and like 50-something middle schools, all in Jersey.
I think you need to be in high schools. I don't think the middle school kids are ready to hear from Jay.
Yeah, I don't think they're ready for that.
If Jay's keeping it raw, these little kids are not ready.
Nah, and I'm messing up if I'm speaking there. The principals were like, no.
Yeah, sorry, you can't say that. Cut his mic.
Can't take it back. There's no 2-second delay. This ain't the NFL. But yeah, that's what I want to do.
You should, bro. I mean, you even just said it when you were here. He asked you what your purpose is, and you said, it's not the best thing in the world according to the way you said it, but you're the example. But you can turn that into the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
If you actually use it, it's fucked up to put it this way, but it could be your gift, bro.
Yeah.
And like if you save people's lives, you're a fucking hero instantly. And it's easy to do that when you are, the example. You can warn these people of what they're running into, and a lot of people need to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know
and
exactly
hear
what
the
you're saying.
raw shit.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm being selfish by not putting it out there because
100%.
Well, you need your time to get there, and I think you're taking your time and doing it, but I think you will.
No, I'm definitely going to, man. That is my passion, because at this point, when you are the example, there's no going back. Yeah. It's a tough pill to swallow, man. I don't know, but I know I want to help some young kid that's touching something that I think changes life, man.
The more you speak it, the more you start to become okay with it, because you see how you speaking it helps other people.
Yeah.
And then it starts to become more and more okay with you because you're helping people by telling your story,
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to get into some games. You ready? So you're a sneakerhead.
Yes, absolutely.
You love sneakers.
Yep.
Do you like sneakers now more because they just stay good forever?
100%. Hey, like I said, I got to resell these right now and pop off and grab another pair. So StockX is like my best friend.
I love it. All right, let's play Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah,
three brands of sneakers.
Okay.
So Nikes,
yeah,
Jordans, and Converse.
Well, Converse are fucking kill.
Okay.
they're smoke, Like Nike and Jordan. Since Nike makes Jordan, I don't know how I'm gonna. Damn, that's Jordan. Man.
Jordan's what? Mary?
Oh yeah. Wait. Okay,
Who
yeah.
are you keeping as the main
yeah.
hoe?
I thought it was fuck Mary. I forgot about fuck Mary Kill.
Mary Kill. Tell me who you're fucking.
I'm fucking Jordan. Jordan, my bad. I ain't really trying to fuck you or nothing like that, dog. But if you want to get on this podcast with us, I'd be fire. Your shoes are fire. But yeah, I'm gonna marry him, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna fuck Nike, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, though. Shout out to Nike.
Wait,
Checks on me.
Iteration number 2.
You ready? This one's a little bit better. I knew you were
Yeah.
going to get rid of Converse. So we got, now it's styles of shoes. You got Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
You got Air Maxes. And you got foam posits.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill. Give me the fuck first.
Just a little one night stand.
Dan, what was the second one?
Foam posits, Air Force Ones, and Air Maxes.
Okay, so I am going to kill the foam posits.
All right, done with the foam posits.
I am going to marry the classic Air Force Ones. All right.
I knew it. I knew it.
You got to. And I'm going to fuck the Air Maxes, unfortunately. My bad, Bryce. I see you with the 95s over there.
Yo,
Flexing. I love them, baby. You know?
high top or lows?
Nothing wrong with fucking.
I actually like the lows, my dude, but I did just get a pair of all white high tops Air Force Ones. They're still in the box, clean. I don't know when to pull them out, but you know, I did have the Air Force One lows on. I was about to wear them here. It's funny you brought this up. I was going between the Oreos and the Air Force Ones, the Drake versions I got.
Yeah.
The CLBs,
Fire.
Certified Lover Boy. You
yeah.
already know what it is. Yeah.
Yep.
They just went
What's
to
your-
see Certified
Yeah,
Lover Boy.
I just saw Drake in concert. It was
Second row?
sick.
What were you, row 2?
I heard it was dope.
Yeah, row 2. And he walked right by us too when he came down on the stage. Literally,
Stop.
like right here.
At the Garden, right?
Yeah, I'll show you the Barclays Center. Look at this. Hold on. I'm gonna show you the video.
I'm
because
pissed I
well,
didn't go to that.
Yeah, that's sick. I didn't even know it was happening. I would have,
I'm
you know.
tight. We should go to a concert. I'm trying to go to a concert.
Let me know, bro.
Look
I'll
how
come
close
down.
he was.
Oh man, you could pretty much touch Drake.
Yeah.
Was he wearing a bulletproof vest
Nah, he was
Yeah?
just wearing it. Yo, he changed outfits like 9 times during that
during the
concert.
whole concert?
Yeah, yeah. What's your favorite pair of Jordans?
The 11s. Any type
I
of
used
the
to love
11s.
11s too.
Yeah, they're smooth, man. They're
Yeah.
smooth. Like that. I think it's patent leather or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I just, you know, they're classics. You know, the 11s, but I do love the 4s too.
Yeah.
The 4s are good. I just caught the pair of 13s, which I never had, which is dope.
I got the Dornbecker 4s. You ever seen those? With the kid who had leukemia, and they made like the special Superman ones. You ever seen those?
No, I got to check those
Those
out.
are fire.
man.
They have a Superman on the tongue.
Yeah.
And then they got the little kid on the side who had leukemia and passed away. And they made them like lime green and blue and red. They're fucking dope.
Wow, with
Yeah.
a purpose, man. I love
Yeah.
that type of shit. Yeah, I would definitely buy those.
Yeah, those are sick. You'd like those.
100%.
Top 3 rappers that are alive.
Oh God. Woof. That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. I still don't know how to answer that. I know Eminem's in there somewhere.
Nah, not in mine, man. I'm gonna go. Yo, listen, Drake is definitely top 3. Number 1 is is Lil Wayne.
Wayne.
Come on, I grew up on Wayne. Carter too. He has so many mixtapes and songs out.
Facts.
How can anybody ever touch him, right? And 3 to throw in there. Let's get raw here, Jadakiss. Let's get raw there. You know? Let's put Jade in there. Yeah, that's my
Was
dog.
that you?
I knew that was
That was
coming.
pretty close.
I brought up Yonkers out of nowhere. Yeah, I can't even do the no more because my throat's all messed up, man.
Smoking woods with the scammers.
Yeah.
Zach, that's your best impression, bro.
That was good. I was about to tell you, that was a good impression.
Chill
Yeah.
out.
This dude, do you tell him to do an Indian accent, he starts speaking Jamaican.
That's me.
Do accents.
That's
Our
your
boy's having a party August 12th, and Jadakiss is performing in his backyard.
So what are
Pay
you
for
inviting
Jada
me right
performing.
now, or
Yeah,
what's up?
Yep, you're
You should
invited.
pop in.
Okay, yeah.
Now, it's in New Windsor.
It's a lot of steps.
Is that
bro.
for?
What?
Oh yeah, that's straight. I can go ahead.
Yeah, he's got him performing. Who else does he have? He got some
Cameron.
Cameron.
Yo, I got a
Cameron.
Dipset tattoo on my arm, bro.
That's crazy. We're
Yeah, I
sending
see
him
it
this-
right
You
there.
see it right
Oh, yeah, I
there?
can see the
Yeah.
bottom of it.
Dipset.
Yeah.
I grew up on that too.
Dipset. Yo, I remember listening to Dipset on the high school bus thinking I was a gangbanger.
Yeah.
Getting picked up in Pleasant Valley on the yellow bus. Who the fuck was
Or
I?
how about with like the pegs on your bike, just rolling through the valley, yeah, thinking you're a G, you know? I did that for a long time.
iPod shuffle. Don't even know what song's coming on next. Who cares?
That little block was terrible, man.
That shit was trash.
How about the mixtape CDs that you put the printout stuff from the computer on it? to make it look official. You know what
That
I'm
was
saying?
before my time.
Wait, you
bro.
talking about burning CDs?
Burning
Oh, I
CDs
used to
with-
sell CDs in school.
Yeah, Dipset was a hot topic in school, man.
back then.
Long white tees with a bird on them. You know?
That was before my shit. I was the iPod guy.
Yeah. Well, how old are you?
24.
Oh, yeah. I'm 33, so I'm Dipset days, you know? Velour jumpsuits in school. I wore them all. Headbands with a hat on. I didn't even know what I was doing.
Swaggy. I remember wrestling like tournaments. We'd be listening to music and shit beforehand. We were listening to Dipset and fucking
That's still
Who
warm
else?
up music, you know.
J.R.
that
Ryder.
still is.
I don't know.
Yo, Writer. I haven't heard that in mad long.
Yeah, Writer's Block. Remember all that?
Those
Yeah.
Yo, you know
Cameron.
who killed all of them though?
Oh,
50.
yeah. 50 is a dog, man. 50 is always.
especially in
my
high
guy.
school.
Yeah, I mean, he's such an entrepreneur and a smart businessman. It's unbelievable what that man does, yo. I mean,
He's the real deal.
he's the real deal. He's the real deal. Yeah.
What did he do? He took quarter water soda in bottles for $2.
And then Coca-Cola came and bought it for cans.
What
That's-
the fuck?
Yeah.
Which one's that?
No, I was just spitting.
Have
on
a
his
baby by
bars.
me, baby.
Be a millionaire.
Yeah.
I write the check before the baby comes. Who the fuck cares? Yeah, that's what it is. Wait, what's that reel you just
Yeah.
watched today? What's
What?
that reel that we just watched today?
when he's like, how many babies you have? I got 20 babies. No, he said I got 23 baby mamas, 20 babies. Real bad man.
Hey, yo. Pull
That
that
shit
up,
is
play
funny.
that shit. It's
You gotta
hilarious.
play that. That's a funny ass video.
That's dope. And he did Pop Smoke's album when the first album that Pop Smoke after he passed away. 50 was working with his promoters to put that out. You know. Yeah, which was hard ass. What was Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon.
The
Right?
album went crazy,
Crazy.
especially because it was dead.
Yeah, and 50 helped produce that, and he said he would never work with Pop Smoke's crew again though because they're terrible. So, you know, at least the first one.
First
that
time
came
I heard
out.
him, bro, I thought he was 50 Cent.
Yeah, that ass. So, and he's got a lot of songs that.
Nah,
that-
that's Troy Ave. You're thinking about Troy Ave, bro. Troy
Who's
Ave
Troy
came out,
Ave?
remember Troy Ave came out like 3 years before Pop Smoke, and he was like real New York dude, and he sounded
Nah.
exactly like 50. No.
No,
I
it's
remember
not, bro.
Troy
As soon as I
Pop
heard
Smoke
Pop
don't
Smoke, I
sound
thought
like 50.
who
He
else?
does.
Who am I thinking of then?
Not Pop
You
Smoke.
gotta try it.
Pop Smoke
Nah,
don't
bro.
sound
Pop Smoke sounds just like somebody.
No, I'm with Zach on it. It's 50, yo, because he has a lot of songs that he bases off of 50's music. Like,
But it's drill beats. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. It is 50 style.
yeah, like but he's got DMX, the growl. You know, when he growls, that he's got mixed between DMX and 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to DMX at Joseph Diaquani West Road Elementary School. Listening to DMX. Dead, the lawnmower sitting right next to the tree. That shit.
Yeah, right.
Remember that album? It's dark and hell is hot. That's what was playing in my fucking headphones when I'm reading fucking
We were
Bilbo
influenced
Baggins
by
and the
some
Lord of the
shit,
Rings.
dog.
Yeah. The fuck
Yo,
was
I feel like
doing?
even still, bro, I'm driving around listening to the craziest shit, and then I pull up to the house like, yeah, your solar panels are gonna go right here, and they're gonna
Yeah.
still listen to hood ass shit.
I don't even listen to music that much anymore. I've been doing listening to so much podcasts.
All right,
Do you
shut
listen
up.
to a lot of podcasts?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm shot. I just throw on some beats. I got the same stuff on my Apple Music. Someone's got to send me something to download. I got to hop on everything.
I'll send you
right?
some fire podcasts.
Yeah, please do, because then I'll listen to them. If
You'll
something
turn
it's
into a
sent to me, yeah.
maniac like me.
All right,
Check
yeah.
out 2 Dudes 3 Legs.
Yeah, I heard about that one. Where's that at?
Yo, up to you guys, but like, you know, obviously your story of your injury was told in the first pod, but you know, we do have a lot of new listeners, and hopefully they go back and check out that first episode. But do you want to recount, you know, your accident, what happened, and a little bit before we, you know, like you want to share your story of what happened as the example that we're talking about?
Absolutely, yeah, I
Okay.
will. Can someone hand me a sip
Yep.
of water real quick? I appreciate it. My bad for the stall on the podcast right now.
Oh, you're good, bro.
But this is 2 dudes, 3 legs. We good.
2 Dudes, 3 Legs. It's the podcast.
If a girl came over and like got ass,
Oh, snap.
Yo.
That's not nice.
Liquid IVs and that shit right now. Yeah.
I love Liquid IV.
I'm good to go?
Yeah. Tell us the story about the relapse that put you in this position and the story that you share with people to hopefully stop them from touching it one more time.
All right. So, I don't know. I was in my I've been in probably 40 rehabs at least. You know, that's just me probably lowballing it. I was getting out of a rehab on my way to go to another one sober, you know, and I talked my way into going home to Poughkeepsie for the weekend. I wasn't home for years, a while, just because my mom really wouldn't allow me to stay home for that long because I would get mixed up with the same friends. And, like without knowing it in my head, I already had a reservation to get high in between those two rehabs, just that short thing. Cause I had to I was going for a colonoscopy out of anything. That's like what I went home for. And, yeah,
That's a wild home visit.
I've been dealing with a lot of colon stuff now. Like I said, the fingers, the gloves, the nonsense. I just hate looking at it. But yeah, the night before my colonoscopy, man, I relapsed the day before on some Molly, and you always find your way back to your drug of choice. And mine.
And you said you planned on relapsing?
Well, it's called a reservation, which you don't even know you're doing it, but you're planning it already because I'm setting it up.
Walk us through that.
Yeah, like in my head, I'm so used to talking my way through everything in rehabs and not being real with any counselor, therapist, anything, just like trying to like have fun while I'm there and just like, just bull out like I would anywhere with people, and never took it as serious as I should have. And the reservation, what I meant by that is I'm doing something without even knowing why I'm doing it. I'm setting up myself to go home because I know I'm going to have that weak chance in between the rehabs to get high. And I didn't even know that was coming. I had that reservation, man, because I was just coming. I was only 30 days off it, and for some reason, I was, you want that feeling just one more time, just that one more time. It hits you every time. And, my one more time led me to my upstairs bathroom, where I, hung up the phone with my girl. I told her I'll call her right back. And I went in the bathroom and put that. Can I be vulgar?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, I put that.
Keep it raw, bro.
I'll keep it raw. I remember this vein right here. I put a needle into it, mixed with cocaine and heroin, and fentanyl. I'm sorry, there's no heroin around here anymore.
It's true.
And booted it, and woke up about 3-4 hours later. Man, I was against the wall, either this way, this way. Leaning against it, and my leg right here was just slowly sliding off the toilet. Because addicts love going to the bathroom. It's a private spot to get high, man. That's our spot, man, anywhere. That's why in the hood, you can never get in the bathroom. that's really, and I was in there, and thank God my stepdad came in there in the morning. Thank God I had a colonoscopy at 7, because if I was there, I fell out, kind of like overdose, but a fall out because I woke up without Narcan. But I was overdosed because I still needed Narcan.
Mm-hmm. So you took the shot, and then you
drifted off. That's all. The last thing I remember was mixing up the shot, hit it, and then I guess I fell against the wall, fell out for a minute, and woke up 3-4 hours later, paralyzed. Just like I said, this arm right here, swinging in between the toilet and the wall, man. And all I could see was that. Pray for me. I swear to God, man. And I'll tell you something real about this tattoo before I even tell you about that. When I was getting this tattoo, I was thinking, man, I was on the phone right here on a trap phone in South Florida, scamming somebody for money while I'm getting this tattoo, like asking. And I looked at it, I said, damn, I'm getting this shit while I'm scamming someone for money right now. Like, who the fuck, just like, this is going to hurt me in the future. And my God, man, that was like me foreshadowing the fact that,
God damn.
Right? Isn't that
That's
raw?
like some movie
I've
shit,
never
bro.
told anyone that shit. And I was getting on the phone, getting this done, trap phone, trying to bang a couple thousand. Yeah, woke up with this arm swinging in between the walls, stared at it for like 2 or 3 hours, trying to move it. Couldn't move shit. It was just all I can move was my right shoulder, swaying it. And that's happened many a times to me before, believe it or not, just not as serious. Like where I wake up and my limbs don't work because they were in a weird position or something like that. And that's how deep my addiction was. But this time...
That's so
That's what I need for. That's my pops calling from the pit, man. Do we answer or no?
That's up to
You
you.
can if you want. But
No, I'm not getting
Yo,
answer.
you swear to God you called that.
I said,
Before we sat down on the podcast.
Mid-state correctional facility. You're gonna have to let that one rock, Dad. My bad. I just put money on the phones. Calm down. But yeah.
So the reason your arm is hanging below you and you can't move is because, from my memory, your neck was pinched and it caused what?
I think they called it a compromised position for too long, and it cut off the circulation of one side of my neck to my body. That's why I ended up with the injury from my C2, which is way up there, to my C7. So your C1's your brain. I was right off from that, and when I woke up, and the ambulance treated me like shit. The people, honestly, because I was a drug addict. They thought it was just another overdose, and I got to the hospital. I sat there for 8 hours before I got an MRI, and I was just paralyzed, just looking at my mom, just with this oxygen mask on, just like, am I gonna be all right? Am I just I'm saying it? Next thing I know, I'm in a helicopter and waking up with a damn thing on my throat, can't talk, hallucinated for a week in ICU, man.
Where'd they fly you to?
Westchester.
Wait, hallucinated for a week in ICU. Why?
Don't know why. Because I guess it's because I guess they call it ICU hallucinations with some injuries, man. But they were in my neck doing surgery, like right next to my brain. So I mean, I woke up, but I wasn't up. Like I was literally hallucinating for a week. I saw some crazy shit that I can never take out of my head. If I could try to explain it, it'd be too long to you, but I can never take.
Is there anything in there that you thought had some meaning that you think you could share?
Yeah, actually there is. I remember I thought I was hanging from a tire swing. I know it sounds ridiculous, but stuck in a garage with a doctor and people that were like I was in a halfway house for people that were injured that couldn't move, and people were fucking around with me, treat me like the new kid, and in a halfway, just like you're a new kid in prison or something like that. And through the garage doors, I could see my family members coming, and mirages of them coming to come see me. And I thought they were walking into a trap, a death trap. And I was trying to have them not come in. I couldn't speak, couldn't move. And I even saw my dog dead on the ground, then wake up and just start running. It was some weird ass shit. I don't even know what that means, but it was but I was ready to take the hit for my family. I was like, don't come in here, I'll die. I saw my sister, I saw her boyfriend, I saw my mom, I saw my stepdad, who's my father, and I saw my dog, man. And I just saw reality. It's just I kept seeing them in different circumstances to where I couldn't even reach them. It was really weird, man, really fucking weird. And when I woke up, man, the simplest thing I wanted, couldn't even drink for a month and a week, no water, nothing. Pretty much been losing my family at the same time as protecting them. And it was also me seeing that that's all I really have in life. There's a lot of people that came to the hospital and stuff like that, but family is so important because I've been stuck in situations where I've been fighting with my family at home and they, whatever. My mom's stern, everyone's tough, and they've left me in that situation. And I've dropped my phone and dropped stuff on the ground. And you know what? I look at that shit when it's on the goddamn ground. And I can't get it. And I get so fucking mad. Can't even leave and go anywhere on my own. I gotta scoot around this bad boy. Or this is my only transportation, man. It is nuts, dude. It really is crazy. Especially when you look at it like that. When shit happens that you just can't, now I can't, say it was my water bottle, I was thirsty. Or if I have to go to the bathroom, I have to pee, I need somebody there. And it's a blessing to have my family there. That's what I saw a lot in my hallucinations. It's them getting hurt too. Yeah. And it was raw. Everything's raw. Every day is raw. Every moment, and I wish I could talk and say that every day and explain it to someone new every day that needs to hear that, because I am the example, but I hope I can, live a happy and purposeful life, after this. And that's really my goal. That's why I love being linked with you guys, man. You guys are always positive, always on a good vibe. As soon as I walked in here, the first time getting me on here, and this type of shit right here, I love. This is cool, man.
Well, we love having you on. And I
you.
think you have a very special personality. And I think that in time when you figure it out on your own, that you are going to serve a large purpose in helping other people and preventing them from getting in your situation. And I think that's a noble cause that you can get behind. And I think if you are going to start a channel or do any speaking, it should have something raw in it.
100%.
Yeah, don't water it down, dude.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
I
It
can't.
should be
People
called
love
raw,
the raw
like,
shit.
Yeah.
like your just raw experience or the raw truth or something, and do that.
Yeah.
I would love to see you doing that, and I think it would help a lot of people, man.
We're gonna help you take it there, JJ, for sure.
I appreciate you guys with that. Yeah, so I reached out to you, man. I'm ready to deliver the rawness, and I'm that type of person anyway. Like, I always took everything to the extreme. I'm not gonna not take this to the extreme. I'm not gonna sugarcoat an addiction, man. Like, my shit was real. 13 years of hell, in the trenches. I never thought I could be in another deeper trench, and this is it. And if I can bounce out of this and when I bounce out of this,
There you go.
and have a purpose, it's gonna be a good life, man. And that's all I can ask for. I lived 2 lives. I did a lot of shit till I was 29. I was out there. I lived in South Florida. I lived in Philadelphia. I lived in New Jersey. Through halfway houses and rehabs, but
Right.
I was still there, present, near Miami, all that. And, I had a life in high school, that, and just my life turned down to 13 years of drugs. It was fun at first. The end sucked, but everything I did was always to the fullest. And I'm going to take this shit to the fullest too. Man.
Good.
You live more life in 29 years than most people probably lived in all their life. In
Yeah.
100 years,
I think once you
I think so.
figure out your outreach, your life is going to be much more fulfilling than it ever was.
Appreciate that.
I think it will be, and I think you'll figure it out. You really do have a special personality. You're always mad funny and fun to be around, and that's a huge thing to say. Most people don't even have that.
Yeah.
So while you lack in physical ability, you make up for it in other things. And
Thank
don't
you.
forget that, bro.
I meant a lot right there, man. I really appreciate that. That was deep. I got to remember that every day when I wake up, and every hour, every minute.
Yeah.
I go by every minute throughout the damn day. I look at the clock, man, because I have people that have to be with me 24/7. I have people that have to turn me in the middle of the night. I have random people in my fucking house, man. Like that. I have to sleep outside and I have to wait for them to clock in and clock out. Except for my cousin and my friend Felicia that worked there, it's just random people. It's a different way. It's a lot to surrender myself to, but I'm not going to allow that to, be a factor. I'm going to move past that to where I'm doing something big enough to where I actually am able to be as much as independent as possible and live still a good, happy life and get married. I want a kid.
Yeah.
I want all that shit still. So I'm a shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. It's like Pop Smoke. That's my man.
Call back.
Well,
Yeah.
certainly not out of the realm of possibility, and I think you can figure it out. You're a smart guy, so
Thank
I
you.
look forward to seeing what comes next.
Me too.
All right? I
That's
think
your
that's
question.
it, boys. Oh, yeah. Well, I've already asked them on the last one.
Yeah, you got it.
You went through? Okay. I didn't know if we were going to do it. Exactly.
What?
All right, cool.
Usually I
His
end every
famous
single
question.
one, every podcast with this question, so I will ask it to you.
Yeah.
And I think I did on the last one, but, at the end of the day, what is your message to everyone out there?
My message is, like I said, stay around good people that are lifting you up, that aren't bringing you down in any manner. Only positivity, good vibes and positivity, and that's all you can ask for, man. And that's a family in itself. You don't need to be blood. You don't need to be blood at all. You just good vibes. Have that whole group like that you put yourself around, and have that type of personality. And like I said, whoever you are, who you are around, you hang
facts.
out with. And
It's facts.
I never learned my own lesson, but that's my
A lot
message.
of people don't see that. That's a very powerful message, and it's so true.
Yeah.
You become who you surround yourself with,
Yeah.
and there's no avoiding it.
Not at all. It just turns into that. You can't
It's
even
just
stop
a rule
it.
of nature. Like, you stick around idiots, guess what? There's going to be another one.
Yeah. And you're going to be the biggest one after
Yeah.
after you hang around with different groups of idiots. Now you got different skills from different idiots. And then you're fucked up. And then you're real, fucking smoked like I was, but I'm back on my drive. I got a good, like I said, a drive and a purpose right now and a goal. So I'm gonna get to it, and you guys, man,
Come be around.
alive as
You can
shit. I
come
love
be
this
around
shit.
us. We're always here.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
yo.
baby.
I'll come in here whenever you guys want. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Or if I'm bored as shit, I'm gonna call you too.
We're always here. There's a
We're always
reason we
here.
made our
Somebody's always here.
podcast studio right where our office is. It's so we can stay around like-minded people and continue to grow. We're all growing and rapidly.
Shit,
in this building.
I'm with that. I'm with those type of vibes. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna just show up and shit like that.
Yeah, show up.
It can come right through.
You'll
all right?
never not be welcomed.
All right, get an elevator so I can go upstairs. Yeah.
Elevator.
All right. Well, Jay, thank you for coming for the part 2. I really
problem.
appreciate you, bro.
problem. Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time.